Good morning and welcome to another episode of
Let's Talk Life. Great to be here. Fantastic day here in South Africa, Pretoria. Cool weather. Fantastic day, really. Although behind this weather, we've got a lot of stuff going on in our country that we're going to touch on today. I need to. More, maybe because of my age and that, it worries me. Education. I understand people need opportunities, that's fair. But unfortunately, everybody can't go to university. And it sounds so logical that it's stupid, but it is logical. And the universities are under huge pressure. And I feel for those kids that have really put in a lot of work and have wanted to be there and to now experience rioting and violence and the energy of people that are trying to come in that don't belong there. They don't belong there. You cannot expect a country to send everybody to university.
Yeah, that's the truth. I've also seen these posts with the racism going on in the universities, and it's completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked into it deeply.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've looked into it more deeply than I have.
Yeah, and I mean, let's black, white, colored, Indian, let's get over it. You know, it's been 20 years, 22 years, the change has been here, and for heaven's sake, let's get over it and make the country work. It's not a high grade thing. Everybody's going to win from it. But destruction, burning things, breaking things, beating people. It's 2016, if I'm not.
And we're still acting like barbarians.
Yes. So you don't agree with me, I just beat you. It's unacceptable. It doesn't matter where you grew up. It doesn't matter if you grew up in Sandton or you grew up in Mamelodi. There is no excuse for you to do that. And that message needs to go out there loud and clear. More and more people that I'm talking to, myself included, we're starting to look at that window to leave this country. Because who wants to live in a country where people, because of education, you go there, you burn, you beat. I've seen pictures of people that have been hurt. You cannot have it. You cannot. It's 2016, I'll say again. And we need that to change. The other topic that we looked at earlier today, we're talking minimalism and what we need and don't need in life. And I can, again, as a professional cyclist yourself, when you started riding what you thought you needed to get through a race,
It was probably a little bit more than I actually needed.
yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to actual minimalism, when it comes to actual minimalism, I've been a minimalist now for 5 years.
Okay.
I started with a whole going to a more natural lifestyle, and it's just a wonderful way to live. You actually begin to realize how much you actually don't need, and you just, if you like,
and what you do need.
Yeah, and the rule is, like, if you haven't used something for a year, you probably don't need it.
Yeah, definitely. So that storage factor, coming out of storage, you know, where you analyze your life and go, am I doing this or keeping this out of habit, or do I really need this? I always drink a cup of coffee in the morning straight away and go to my shop, and the last few days I haven't. And I've realized I don't really have to have that cup of coffee every morning on a simple level, but not to live your life that it's analysis paralysis, you know, but to look and go, I'm eating this, I'm doing that, do I need to, don't I, what do I need in the cycle of what I'm doing? And it makes life a lot better for one. And, you know, if you're carrying stuff, storing it, keeping it, as you say, if you haven't used it for a year,
You most likely don't need it.
Yeah.
And the things you own begin to own you in the end.
Yes, because you're holding on to that thing over there, that thing over there, and by the time you actually want to use it, it doesn't even work. But you've kept it and kept it, and it's I think the world urges us on, in the marketing sense, to accumulate.
Yeah, it's just consumerism everywhere.
Yeah. So
It's
you
never
need,
enough. You always want this latest thing or that latest thing, this latest car, this house.
yes,
You always got to expand. That's what the media is telling us. But the truth is, we don't need that much at all.
yes,
And especially when you're traveling a lot as well, you begin to see really how little you actually need. You only need a backpack and a bicycle if you're really going hardcore now.
The same as the Epic coming up now. I didn't live out of that bag myself, but they give you a bag that you can live out of for a week, and you don't need anything more. And afterwards, looking at it, you go, wow, you can really just have that. I must have had 3 bags more and not used 70% of what I took. Just brought it all back. How often you go on a holiday and you go, yeah, it's like, look here, I didn't use 60% of what I packed.
Yeah.
And yeah, you pack for all possible eventualities, but to realize if you travel lighter, it is more fun. And it taps through into your line of thought as to what you want and what you say and what you do. I mean, they always say, the lovely, you've got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so use them accordingly. And it will make your life a lot easier, a lot easier. Lastly, we're discussing, Paul has actually brought this up, so you can bring this in then.
Finding the ideal partner in your life.
Yes, I mean...
For some people it takes forever, and for others it doesn't take that long. I think what it comes down to is just being clear about who you really want to attract in your life.
Yeah, and as to what you are.
Yeah, because what you become, you attract.
Yes, so, and that is in terms of business as well. In any relationship, friendships, whether it's lady and gent, if you need to be what you are and what you want, and then that will come into your life 100%, and it will match you in every aspect of what you are.
Yeah, the peacock isn't going to attract the lion.
No, well, he is, because the lion's going to eat it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
It's a bloody mess, but yeah, it doesn't work well as friends, But yet, I mean, there are the possibilities of different people attracting one another, very different, and getting on because your hearts are in the same place. And that's also important, because that's, in relationship terms, your hearts need to be very much similar. Otherwise, it's not a lot of fun.
I think a good measure for if you want to be with a partner is after you've had sex, do you still want to talk with him, or do you just want to check the time and see, I want to leave now?
Yeah, I need to get out of the door. Well, then that's just a sex partner.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's very, like, primal, I think. But, I mean, it might work for some people. Each monkey to his own pole,
Yeah.
So, if that's what makes you tick, then by all means go for it. But long term, if you're looking to run for the door, it's not going to make for a good marriage. No. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we want to say thank you. We look forward to seeing you again next week. I tell you what, if you want to send us a message, you can do.
Contact at letstalklife@gmail.com.
Yes, and you can either give us a thumbs up or a finger up.
Just like that.
See you next time. Cheers.